What's up, everybody? Damon here from IGN. I know we're all excited for the Game Awards hosted by Jeff Keighley in LA and the announcements that come with them. Now, the Game Awards are voted on by a circle of reputable media outlets, IGN included. But earlier this week, IGN revealed its own Game of the Year award winners. These awards were voted on solely by IGN staff. While we wait for the Game Awards to begin, let's see what our editors had to say about this year's IGN Game of the Year award winners.
Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Lucy. I'm joined by Miranda, JR, and Tom, and we are talking about IGN's Game of the Year 2019. Specifically, we are talking about our platform exclusive categories. Now, this year we decided to make a couple of little changes to the way that we do things so that the Game of the Year doesn't win everything.
Well, so that's always the thing, right? Where it's like, well, if this game is the best game of the year, why isn't it the best game on PS4? Why isn't it the best game on Xbox? And like, that might be the case, but also that's not really a good way to showcase what was unique to those platforms throughout the course of the year. So
that's right. So this year we decided to focus solely on exclusives and let us get the elephant that is in the room out of the way. Miranda,
Hello.
Xbox did not have a prominent year for exclusives, but the exclusive that it did have that was really good was really good.
That was really good. Yeah.
there were two. One was not
great.
so good, but the other one was really great.
The other one I don't want to talk about.
We're not going to talk about it.
We're talking about the best. So we want to talk about
the
that's the
best.
reason it wasn't
We
nominated.
want to talk about Gears 5.
Yes, we do.
Because that game is excellent. And I mean, I'm still surprised at how much there is to do in that game.
Yeah.
Gears of War obviously is like really a storied franchise for Xbox.
Yep.
And this is like the first time the Coalition really just took it into their own hands and completely changed things.
Yeah.
If you don't know a lot about Gears, maybe you don't see that, but the way it plays, it still has that rooted, great third-person cover shooter thing going on, but they like refined everything and brought it kind of into 2019 as like a really great, solid shooter. The sound design is great, the campaign is fantastic, Horde got some really great changes, Escape, which is their new kind of speedrunner mode almost, is just so much fun. And of course they got multiplayer like always. So like it's just really such a great game, and I'm really glad we got it this year, and I'm super excited for the next one.
Yeah, even if this platform category was more fleshed out, I feel like Gears 5 deserves to stand tall, right? Like this isn't a consolation prize for it. It really does deserve that recognition.
All right, and again, this is a controversial list. Just look at it.
Yeah, it's a big year for that.
Best PS4 exclusive this year. Again, it was an okay year for a PS4 exclusive.
They had a couple of big entries.
A couple of heavy hitters. Our winner was Death Stranding. Now, obviously, our reviewer Tristan did not particularly love Death Stranding.
I thought it was just okay.
But it was also a very divisive game throughout the office, and it's a very divisive game in general. So it was our winner. What are your thoughts now that the dust has settled?
I like delivering packages.
I do.
like it when it rains. It gets a little stressful, but it still rains. It's really peaceful. I think there's a quietness to that game that I really enjoy about it.
Yeah, it's also like that game does something super unique. Like one of the things that I love the most about it is that it really makes me think about other players as I'm doing things. Because like if I'm playing because the social strand system is basically Dark Souls note system 2.0 if you kind of like dumb it down a lot. But like if I'm playing Dark Souls or if I'm playing Bloodborne and I leave notes for someone, it's always an afterthought. It's always like, oh wait, I should go back and do this for this person. But in Death Stranding, like there was a whole chunk in the middle of the game where I literally took like 2 days of my in real life time to just like
You poor soul.
I know. To just like
kind.
to just sit around and like make a big zipline network because like I know that not just is going to be easier for me, but it's also like I'm going to help a lot of people, and like there's something really special about that, which I absolutely love.
Now, in a very, very different category, the Switch had a fantastic year this year.
It did.
So again, this was a tight race.
Yeah.
And it was taken out by Fire Emblem Three Houses.
So I'll be honest. I love Pokemon. I love Pokemon. I'm surprised
This is
anyone
not what that
who's
discussion
never heard of
was.
me before, but I love Pokemon. And I voted for Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like Fire Emblem Three Houses was just so damn good.
Yeah, and it was the Fire Emblem that got people who had never touched that series before on that train.
Yeah.
It impressed people in a way that I don't think anyone was expecting. Because Fire Emblem games have traditionally never been bad, right? Like there have been some weaker years and weaker entries and that sort of thing. But I think that this one went a little bit above and beyond the call in an unexpected way. And yeah, everything new it tried, almost all of its new experiments worked in really interesting ways. And it still kind of had that strategic core, that tactics core that people loved about it so much. And it did so much weird stuff with all the different branching paths and the houses. And yeah, in a very, very good year for Nintendo, it really did stand above.
Best PC exclusive, the winner, and again, this is kind of a slam dunk, I think. The winner was Disco Elysium.
Yep. Like there were a bunch of great PC games that came out this year, and like on our list, we even had a VR title for the first time, I think, which is
Asgard's Wrath, yeah.
Yeah, which is great. Like Asgard's Wrath is phenomenal, but like Disco Elysium did something and does so many things in such a new and clever way. Like when you start getting into it, like if you are familiar with computer like CRPGs, like you just don't expect it to go the way that it does. I don't think, and it just does that in such a new and like a cool but also creepy and weird way that it's just excellent.
And PC exclusive is such a funny sort of category because so many things. Very few things tend to be exclusive to PC. They usually come out on other systems. And I actually really love that Disco Elysium is this year's pick, not only because it's a fantastic game, but because it really is, it feels like a PC game, right? It is this
until it comes out on console next year.
Yeah, which I'm totally happy with. You know, I'm glad I like those games coming everywhere, but it evokes classic RPGs and then distorts and twists them in interesting ways in a way that really makes it feel like it just is so cool and so strange and so weird.
Another very hotly contested category, best mobile game. Of course, Apple Arcade launched this year, so we had an array of amazing titles to sort of work with here. And our ultimate winner was What the Golf.
Yeah. Yep. It's funny because Apple Arcade really did throw a wrench in that whole discussion, right? Yeah. Because Apple Arcade probably could have just been a category. It had so many games, and there are games on our list that are outside of Apple Arcade, but there are so many games in that service that are really impressive. What the Golf is one of those games that was a stupid, silly idea that should have just been a gimmick, and isn't that. The developers took that gimmick and then they said, okay, let's just run with this to the ends of the earth. And
much like Untitled Goose Game.
Yeah, and they did something with it. They managed to elevate it in a way that it became more than just a goof, and actually it's, you know, you can have just the goofy stuff, you can go for these challenges on the side. There's a lot to that game, a lot more than meets the eye.
Yeah.
And finally, our last platform winner is Best VR Game, which goes to Beat Saber.
I
How could
can't
you
think
be
of a better
surprised?
one.
I feel like there's no contest. You know, I mean, there are again, like there's a bunch of great VR games this year, but Beat Saber is one that, like, if you want to show someone who's never put on a VR headset before, if you want to like give them a headset, give them an Oculus Quest or a Rift or an Index or whatever, and be like, this is what VR is. This is what VR can be. Go have just the time of your life for an hour or so.
So great year for VR, great year for mobile, great year for Switch. PlayStation and Xbox.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, next year.
But that's
we
the
have new
thing.
consoles.
Next year is going to look very different. When we're sitting down next year, this whole conversation is going to be.
Oh, I'm dreading it.
It's going to be
I'm
a
really
whole.
looking forward to it, but I'm dreading it.
And
a whole new thing.
And that's also part of when you're looking at exclusives rather than all the lists. PlayStation and Xbox had great years generally, right?
Yep.
But in terms of exclusives, maybe a little more limited in some regards.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining me to talk about Platform Awards, guys. For everything else best of, you are in the right place. Hey, what's up, everyone? I am Lucy. I am joined today by Miranda.
Hello.
JR.
Hi there.
And Tom.
Hi.
And we're going to be talking about our Game of the Year winners that have just gone live, specifically our genre winners. Now, when we say genre winners, we mean things like Best Action Game, Best Action Adventure Game, etc., etc. We have a lot to get through. So many. We've got like a lot of categories, and we just kind of want to give you guys an insight as to why we chose these particular games in their respective categories. We're going to do it fast. We're going to do it concisely. Yes, we are, guys. All right, we are going to start with Best Action Game. The winner of Best Action Game this year was Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice.
Yeah.
Thoughts on that?
From Software. I mean, like, whenever you hear that name, you know you're in for something good, right?
Yep.
And especially for an action experience. And like, they just crafted such a great world, and it was very challenging in the very From Software way that it's not just hard because it's just hard to do, it's because it has a very intricate system that it wants you to learn.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing that you kind of feel like in every FromSoft game. Like there are other hard games out there, but I never feel like it's not my fault when I fail in a FromSoft game ever.
Yeah, especially with this one, they did a really good job of kind of tweaking their own formula in interesting ways that really changed it almost from, you know, there's that thing about people talking about how Sekiro is almost a rhythm game, right? Where once you figure it out, they really did make this system where once you figure it out, you can make this power jump where it's like, oh man, suddenly you are way better at this game because you understand how it works, and I think that speaks to the depth of what they made there. And then, of course, it's just a lovely game on top of that.
Oh, it is so beautiful, so beautiful. Best Action Adventure Game this year went to Control.
Yup.
And this was a hotly contested category.
Yeah. It was close. It was close. I mean, Control is our game of the year, so it's kind of no surprise that it took the Best Action Adventure category. But yeah, it was close this year. But I mean, ultimately, when you look at Control, when you look at the whole package, like, even though I think that some of Control's best elements aren't necessarily just the gameplay, like the way they designed the Bureau of Control building and the way that it reshapes itself and changes as you progress through the game, and the like little side avenues that you can get lost in are really, really special. It's really amazing.
100%. Best Adventure Game for 2019 went to The Outer Wilds, which I'm very pleased about because I feel like Outer Wilds was, for a lot of these, we're seeing a lot of people's like Game of the Years go up, and Outer Wilds I feel was maybe a little bit of an underdog.
It was a bit of an outlier, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it was one that I only played because Tom recommended it.
No, me and Tom were just smiling at
Yeah.
each other because we
And
were
that-
just shouting about it in the office.
That's the reason that is the reason you guys are here today. Because of Outer Wilds.
You were basically Bart Simpson with the pots and pans, just like, play Outer Wilds,
Yeah.
play Outer Wilds.
Outer Wilds is personally probably in my top 2 or 3 just of the year as a whole, right? It was just such a special game for me, and it did so much so different, and I think one of the things that it did that really made it stand out to me as an adventure game is the way it told a story where you could come in, because it just says here's a solar system, go. You could come in at any part of the story and still kind of understand what was going on. You could literally go to the place that tells you sort of the end of this story first in the game.
That's actually where I went.
Yeah, and read the whole thing backwards through these lore posts and all these other things and like billboards basically by this ancient alien race, and it was just so cool that they crafted such an amazing tale that could be read in you could flip to any page of the book and still totally understand it and totally be compelled and still totally have mysteries you wanted to follow.
Yeah, and it's not even just those mysteries that you're finding, but it's like solving the puzzle of every planet. Like there's something there to decipher, and like by learning something somewhere else, you can like actually find out this puzzle easier, or you can just do it on your own by your basic knowledge of this game.
Yeah, I would say it's in the top 2 games with Outer in the title. Speaking of puzzles, best puzzle game, winner, Untitled Goose Game, which I love. I just think it's such a worthy winner.
It's such a great game, and this was a funny one to me too, because there was some debate about what genre does this go in,
Right.
even, right? Because it's sort of an adventure game, it's sort of a puzzle game, it's a lot of different things. It's a stealth game.
Stealth is
maybe?
puzzle. Stealth equals puzzle.
Yeah, and
I'll always bang that drum.
And I think that's kind of where we came to, right? Where even the developers of Hitman say Hitman is a puzzle game, and I think this Goose Game, as wild as it is, shares a lot of DNA with that of, okay, here's a list of things to do, figure out how to do them in this sandbox. And it's so weird and adorable.
Now, another very hotly contested category this year was Best RPG. And our ultimate winner this year was The Outer Worlds.
The other outer game.
The other outer game. Again, like, I thought it was fantastic. It was a very Fallout Obsidian style experience, and I think it was the kind of Fallout experience that a lot of people were very hungry for after 76.
Everybody's wanted something akin to New Vegas again. Everyone loves New Vegas. And this was that, but Fallout, but not Fallout.
Yeah, and it's just so cool to see Obsidian kind of like take that great goulash that they kind of started off with in New Vegas and then really perfected in what the Outer Worlds eventually became, like with that sort of old-timey, that like retrofuturism of like the early 20s, which is just like super cool art styles with just so many choices.
Yeah.
And you know, they're great at that. Like, if you played Pillars of Eternity or like, or Larian's, Divinity series, like, there's a bunch of choice in video games that we've had in the last couple of years, but none of them have really nailed that feeling of like, I'm inhabiting this world and I can do whatever I want throughout it. And I think the Outer Worlds really scratched that itch for a lot of people.
Yep. Best shooter. Our winner this year was Apex Legends.
Yes.
I mean,
absolutely.
it's kind of, it's a hard yes, right?
I mean, like, Respawn just knows what they're doing with movements and shooters, and I think they are forgive me for saying this, the apex of developers when it comes to shooting.
Yeah.
Whenever we saw that like big resurgence of, okay, everyone wants to move fast, we want abilities, we want something going on, we at least want to move really fast. Like, boots are on the walls now.
Yeah.
And Respawn was the one that was doing that best. Like, they were setting the bar. And so seeing them take on Battle Royale was just like so hugely exciting because they have the chops to build an excellent shooter that feels good, but also moves well. And I think that's such an important thing for something like a Battle Royale.
Best platformer, this year's winner was Super Mario Maker 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
Checks out.
Checks out.
Yeah.
I mean, do we have anything additional to say about Super Mario Maker 2?
There were a bunch of really great nominees in this category, like Bloodstained and Blasphemous were all awesome games, but like, when you take the fact that Mario Maker 2, in and of itself, gives you those 100 levels that are great Mario levels made by Nintendo, and then on top of that lets you make your own, like, there's like no competition.
This is just what people were asking for, right? And they delivered, and they delivered really, really well, and are continuing to update it now, as we just saw with a recent update that added Link, right, from Legend of Zelda. So yeah, this was just a real winner for people, and kind of exactly what we were hoping for from the game.
Best strategy / tactics game. This year's winner was Slay the Spire.
Yay!
Tom, let's hear it.
Well, Slay the Spire, this year, it had been out in early access on PC for a while, but it finally came out on PC in full release, and then it came to consoles, and it just hooked me, and it hooked a lot of people I know. Strategy is, we always have trouble finding where card games go, but strategy really is the place for it, and this game just gives you so much tactical choice. It's such a great roguelike as well, like the randomization, the fact that every time you play, you can build towards a certain strategy, but then also there's gonna be these things that just make every run different. It's really good at doing that balance. It's not like, to be frank, not the prettiest game in the world, right? Like, it's not a perfect game, but in terms of what it's trying to deliver, it is just so successful.
I haven't played it, but you've sold me. Very much chills. Our final two categories, best fighting game, and this, I feel like this was I'm not a fighting game person, but like, I felt like this was just a slam dunk. Mortal Kombat 11.
I mean, yeah, I think of all of the votes that we tallied for our Game of the Year process, I think one person didn't vote for Mortal Kombat 11. And that's not to say that there weren't other great fighting games this year, but like, MK11, like, not only in the way that they've continued to support it, like, I think there have been some interesting character choices. Like, the Terminator was not one that I would have ever expected.
Terminator's made a few appearances in games that you didn't expect.
It was a big year for synergistic marketing in games this year for old Arnie. But like, it's so well put together. It's such a great extension of the new series of Mortal Kombat that we've gotten. It's really phenomenal.
And our final category was best racing game. And again, like, racing games are quite niche, but like, this was a
tough year.
A big year for racing games. And I love our winner, Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled.
Yeah. It's interesting because it's a kart racer that is pretty dang hard and has some pretty technical stuff to it, which also gives it a really high skill ceiling. I know our very own Jonathan Dornbush basically plays it every day.
Oh, he's a convert. He's like a religion. He worships at the altar of Crash Team Racing.
And to that point, they've done a good job of supporting it well with these post-launch tournaments and a lot of updates that have kept it really fresh, giving you a reason to come back to it. So it's you know, a lot of people thought it was just going to be sort of a remaster, remake sort of situation, and it's turned out to be a little bit more than that, I think, at the end of the day.
Everyone, thank you so much for joining me to chat about our genre awards. For everything else concerning IGN's 2019 Best Of, stick right here at IGN.
This place.
Right here. Hey, what's up, everyone? I am Lucy. I am joined by Tina.
Hello.
JR.
Hi there.
And Tom.
Hey.
We are talking about IGN's Game of the Year 2019. Specifically in this video, we are talking Craft Awards. That means all of the cool behind-the-scenes stuff that made the games that we loved this year so great. So we are going to try and keep this concise, even though I know we are bursting with feelings about all of this stuff.
A lot of feelings.
Let us go through the list. We are going to start with Best Art Direction. This year, it went to Control, which was also our Game of the Year.
A great choice. I mean, even just looking at, like, obviously there's character design, which they're pretty straightforward in this sense, except for the hiss enemies, where even like the explodey dudes are actually just human beings bent over. Like, it's just so unique. But all the way from that to a lot of the architecture to the level designs, like, it's just some of the levels, especially towards the end of the game, were insanely impressive.
Yeah, I think the level design is really what I think stands out in terms of art direction. Like, but also like the level design of like not in. I'm trying to do this without getting super spoilery in case people haven't played it yet. But you
Play
totally
Control,
should
it's
play
really good.
Control, for God's sake, please. But like when you go into places that aren't inside the Bureau of Control or that are like still not back to normal. There's some of the coolest looking designs we've seen in a long time, and the way that transforms back into normalcy is also one of my favorite things that I've seen all year. It's really great.
Control is also a really good example of why we did art direction rather than just saying something like graphics.
Yeah.
Because you can look at a game like Death Stranding, and Death Stranding is a gorgeous graphically game, but Control, you know, has, like you said, the character design, the use of color, the way spaces are done. It's more than just how pretty it is. It's kind of all of these things taken together.
Our second Craft Award is Best Music/Score, which went to Sayonara Wild Hearts.
So happy about this.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. It is the kind of game that I want to show people who don't play games. I'm just like, look how gorgeous this is. Look how gorgeous this sounds.
Yeah, and for me it was also how the sound and the songs combined, because this was a game that was explicitly kind of marketed as a experimental pop album video game, right? So the music better be good. And there was a lot of amazing music this year in games, but yeah, it wasn't just the songs, it was how the songs mixed with both the story, as weird and esoteric as it was, and then also the motions you were going through, to the point where I played through Sayonara Wild Hearts 3 times, and then I started listening to the soundtrack on Spotify, and when I was listening to those songs, I could feel every beat. I knew exactly what I was doing in the game for every moment of every song, and that sort of, the way those two things were so intertwined elevated both elements, I think.
Best Sound Design, which is of course very different from soundtrack, went to Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, and like, honestly, I don't think it could have gone to a more worthy candidate. This was one of the reasons, its sound design was one of the reasons why I felt like I was in the Star Wars universe when I was playing that game.
Yeah, it's another fitting one because it's just such an iconic like environment and universe, and especially with the sounds. Like blasters and Star Wars are just, you know, hand in hand like peanut butter and jelly.
But it's risky though. It's risky to take on an IP where especially the audio is so well known and so ingrained into so many people's psyche. Like
your expectations are through the roof.
If someone like passed me in the street, like, hey, what does a blaster sound like? I know that in my brain, and they nailed it so well. And, it's
And like the plasma energy like ricocheting.
Yeah.
You know that sound.
But it's beyond that too. It's like, you know, when like the way that the lightsaber like thrums when it clicks on, and then like the slight variation when like somebody lights up a double-bladed one is a little bit different than the first. It's really
so much
excellent.
nuance.
Best story. Now, this was a interesting year. It wasn't a super story-heavy year for video games. But the ones that were that really stood out were fantastic, and again, hotly contested. Our winner was Control.
I think that comes down, for me at least, that comes down to the world that they built. We already talked about it visually, but also Just the little details. They made a world that felt, and this is kind of a cliche at this point, but lived in to the point where it felt like you were only seeing a slice of it and that everything else existed already, right? Yeah. The way that they tied it into all of these previous altered world events that had happened that you could find, and sort of the confidence they had to not just explain it all to you and to let you figure out a lot of the stuff. I think the way they used blacking out in all those little files was really clever. And then how that ties into Jessie's story and Jessie kind of figuring herself out and figuring out what she wanted from this place. And similarly, how they didn't tell you what she wanted right away. It just did a really good job of weaving that all into the length of the game.
All right, and our final craft category was Best Performance. And this year's winner was Ashley Birch for The Outer Worlds.
Oh, Parvati.
Yeah, Parvati's just a great character. This was the thing that stood out to me, because The Outer Worlds is full of great performances, great writing, great stories within it as well. Parvati is the only NPC character who just changed my mind by talking to me about something. And I won't spoil this either, but kind of close to the beginning of the game, you have to make sort of your first pivotal choice within the Outer Worlds. I'm going to talk vaguely here, don't worry. And Parvati comes to you right before you make the choice and gives you her pitch about what she thinks you should do. And I was fully ready to do the thing she didn't want me to do. Like, had completely committed.
No, I'm right there with you.
And then she gave me this, it was just so genuine, it was so well performed, it was so just real that it changed my mind. And that's the first time I've ever had that happen in a game, where just an NPC talking to me and being a human being made me alter a game decision that I kind of had min-maxed in my brain, and then I was like, I can't do this anymore.
Well, it's interesting too, because like that moment I remember, and she's like not even super definitive about it. She's like,
No.
I don't know, it's not really my place to say, but she's kind of unsure about like her own position, but it's in the stuttering and in the like uncertainty of her tone of voice that does kind of sell on how her genuine she is.
Yeah, well, that's the key. It's like, Ashley Birch just plays her in such, like, there's just so much earnestness just like flowing out of Parvati through the entire game, but especially in that moment, which is just so great, because it's not this whole like, I'll never trust you again if you do this.
Yeah.
It's just like, no,
Not
like,
like video gamey,
right,
exactly.
it's not a binary choice for that character or your relationship with them. It's just like,
there's this other perspective.
Maybe think about this for a second.
And I did.
And you did.
Team, thank you so much for joining me to talk about our craft awards for IGN's 2019 Best Of. For everything else Best Of 2019, you are in the right place.
I'm here. Why did you bring me here?
Control is like if Stanley Kubrick was given force powers to play around with in a giant haunted office space.
It is an amazingly fun, challenging third-person action game.
Control is the most awesome Twilight Zone game we never got.
It's Twin Peaks, The Twilight Zone, or Lost, the action game.
What if you were stuck in an office, but instead of being very boring, it was very scary and weird? And also, you could fly.
Control is Game of the Year because it ties so many different things together in a really interesting way. Like,
it's telling a story in a way that only games really can, by feeding you through an environment that's completely full of other stories to find.
The way the gameplay interacts with the level design and the art design, all of it comes together to make this single engrossing experience that feels complete, feels whole, and just feels so fun to play.
Jumping into parallel universes and really satisfying combat make it unlike anything else, including some of the craziest levels you'll see towards the end of the game.
I feel like the supernatural elements are always just constantly surprising you. You never know what a boss encounter will look like. You never know where a side mission will take you.
It is probably the best use of telekinesis in video games that I've seen in a long time, if ever. It's far and away like the coolest force powers you'd ever have.
Every part of it feels very cohesive and right, and it was meant to be there.
Control is just stylish. It's artsy and psychedelic. It's like those scenes in Doctor Strange when all of the cities start collapsing in on each other, but it's like that for like 12 hours. It's so fun to watch and play.
I think one thing that Control did better than a lot of other games, and that a lot of other games could learn from it, is to not be afraid to get weird with it.
Maybe your brain can throw baseballs, or talk to dead people, or make friends blind.
It isn't afraid to leave players a little bit in a lurch in terms of not just telling you exposition. It lets you figure that stuff out, and I really, really hope other games do that.
Other games can learn from Control in its sense of progression and its sense of letting you learn about this environment at the pace that you want to, while also giving you so much information about the main characters in fun, charming, and weird ways.
It does a great job making even the characters you don't meet feel like real people. Like there's this great collectible where you read about some memo from some book club, and it's little things like that that really make the world feel alive and compelling.
Games can learn from Control that they shouldn't just be pulling influences from existing visual media. They should also be pulling from, I don't know, brutalist architecture, the works of Jeff Vandermeer, House of Leaves, other things besides just like the latest stuff on movies and TV and comics.
I think a lot of people will talk about the story and the feel of this place and the look of it, but really what I think games can learn is that if you just take a few very small pieces of gameplay, like how your shooting feels or how it feels to pull something towards you, and tweak that and make it as good as possible, it is a good replacement for having 10 powers. I think games could learn from Remedy's courage to just stick with something and make you use it and realize why they like it as much as you will.
Control is a slow burn game. It gets under your skin and it sits there. And like, I dreamt about it, and I can't say that for a lot of games I've played.
It's a really, really excellent use of a bunch of different aesthetics kind of combined to make this one big creepy experience, and it's really, really cool.
The way that all of that stuff is incorporated into every facet of Control is so smart and so layered and so thoughtful that it makes everything you do in the game feel worthwhile.
You know, Remedy is known for doing weird games with weird mechanics and all this sort of mind-bending stuff, but even for them, this is something pretty unique and pretty cool and different. And I think what impressed me so much about it was just that, was that out of all the games that came out in 2019, this was the one that really did something fresh and really took risks in a really interesting way for me.
There you have it. Congratulations to Control and the developers at Remedy for winning IGN's Game of the Year 2019. Check out IGN.com for the full list of winners, including categories like Best RPG, Best Music, and Best Art Direction. Our entertainment awards for movies, TV shows, and many other categories are rolling out over the rest of December, so be sure to keep an eye on IGN for those. The Game Awards are coming up next. Enjoy the show, and you'll find information about all the new game announcements right here at IGN.
What's up, everyone? Host for the Game Awards 2019 pre-show. The Game Awards will begin at the top of the hour, featuring musical performances by Green Day, Grimes, and Churches, and brand new looks at Ghost of Tsushima and Gears Tactics. But while the Microsoft Theater fills in behind me and the world gets their popcorn ready, we've got 30 minutes of awards, special guests, and world premieres of our own right here in the pre-show, including a brand new trailer for Final Fantasy VII Remake. But there is no better way for us to kick off than by handing out our first trophy of the night, and this is a special one. The Game Awards have a new category this year to honor the teams that honor their community. The Best Community Support Award goes to a game that listens, reacts, and responds to its players with honest respect and transparency. The nominees for Best Community Support are Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy XIV, Fortnite, and Rainbow Six Siege. And the winner is Destiny 2. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. This is really an honor. I got to acknowledge the people at Bungie who've worked so hard to support our community, starting with our community team who are on the front lines every day interacting with our fans, the core development team, our operations folks, like everyone up and down just cares so much about this game, and I got to acknowledge all their hard work.
The only thing I'd add is everyone here creates entertainment, and what use is creating entertainment if you don't have awesome fans? So special thanks to our fans.
That's amazing. Well, congratulations again.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Huge congratulations to Destiny 2 for winning our first ever Best Community Support Award. I'm sure it's no coincidence they are also up for Best Ongoing Game later tonight. Now, the Game Awards is a show about celebrating all of gaming, more than just the winners. Throughout the night, you'll see unexpected additions to games you love, check-ins on games you're anticipating, and reveals you never saw coming. Here's the first of many world premieres.
I can sense a great cosmic disturbance. We must be prepared for the worst.
Time to change history for the better.
Hey, someone's got to be the coolest guy in the room. Oh, this gonna be fun. Just you wait.
Do you have any idea who you're up against?
Welcome to the Danger Room. I hope you survived the experience. The Phoenix Force has reawakened.
I will cleanse this world with my flames!
In 2018, the Game Awards teamed up with Facebook Gaming to honor global gaming citizens, people from all areas of gaming who use the power of games to create a positive influence. Tonight, I'm joined by one of the global gaming citizens we met last year who has a new project to show us. Please welcome Lual Mayen.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah.
So Lual, what have you been working on?
Yeah, for sure. You know, as someone from Africa and also as a refugee, I want to thank everybody that has been supporting me to come up with a game today. Facebook Gaming, Eisenberg, and Lual Deng. I've been working on a game that actually put a player in the shoes of a refugee. It's a game that actually talk about journey and helping people to understand the empathy. And this is something that video game can be able to do around the world. We can be able to change the world and help people around the world and see whatever they're going through playing video game. So it's a game really that put a player in the shoes of refugees and bridging the reality world and what is actually happening on the ground. So I'm really so excited about the project. Yeah.
Incredible. Well, let's take a look.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. I create Salam because games are very powerful tool to create empathy and to help people understand the journey of a refugee. Growing up in a refugee camp, my mother spent 3 years looking for $300 to buy a computer. And then I taught myself how to create a video game. My mission in creating Salam is to let the world know what it's like to be a refugee. When you buy medicine and food in the game, it goes to real refugees like me. Together, we can take small steps to make a big difference.
It's so great to show you games like Salam. We have such a unique opportunity here at the Game Awards to shine our spotlight on games big and small. Look forward to seeing some more interesting indies later tonight. This next Game Awards category also demonstrates this kind of diversity in gaming. The nominees represent completely different budgets, nationalities, and genres, but they all share one thing: excellent music. Here are the nominees for Best Score in Music. Cadence of Hyrule, Death Stranding, Devil May Cry 5, Kingdom Hearts 3, and Sayonara Wild Hearts. And the winner is Death Stranding.
Wow. What is going on? I don't know what to do. I like your colors.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I like your colors as well. How are you feeling?
I've been nervous this whole week, and I can't believe this is happening right now. I just want to say big thanks and shout out, and also a congratulations to Low Roar, Churches, and Silent Poets for helping us making this soundtrack as versatile as it ended up being. I'm just super happy to be here, and I'm super thankful for all the fans who inspired us to do something super weird, and I hope we can keep on doing weird shit going forward.
I think we all hope that. Congratulations.
Thank you.
For the past 2 E3s, there's been one game featured in the PC gaming show that continues to fill our imagination with endless possibilities. I'm talking, of course, about Maneater, the game where you are a killer shark that eats people. If you're hungry for more Maneater, here's a new world premiere.
Humans kill 100 million sharks every year. But only 5 humans are killed by sharks. It's time to even the score. Eat. Explore. Evolve.
Not everybody made to be a fisherman.
It's shark versus man. Man-eater.
Stephen Curry will be here tonight to award the Best Esports Player of 2019, but for now, I have the honor of acknowledging the winners for some esports categories. For Best Esports Coach, the nominees are Adrian, Kane, Grabs, Coma, Soksha, and Zonic. And the winner is Zonic. For Best Esports Event, the nominees are the 2019 Overwatch League Grand Finals, EVO 2019, Fortnite World Cup, IEM Katowice 2019, League of Legends World Championship 2019, and the International 2019. And the winner is League of Legends World Championship 2019. For Best Esports Host, the nominees are Shox, Machine, Redeye, Golden Boy, and Candace. And the winner is Shox. And for Best Esports Team, the nominees are Astralis, G2 Esports, OG, San Francisco Shock, and Team Liquid. And the winner is G2 Esports. Huge congratulations to all of the winners. Now, we'd like to take a moment to say hi and what's up to everyone watching the Game Awards live in movie theaters across 50 cities, where the Game Awards are part of a special double feature with Jumanji: The Next Level. We're about to take a short break, but first, here's a little message from a couple of the stars of Jumanji: The Next Level.
What's up, Game Awards? What's up, PlayStation? We checked out Dreams and got to see the PlayStation versions of ourselves. It was trippy. We're in a game. Yeah, no kidding. Especially your face. Yes. It was so handsome. Would you look at me? I'm back. No? You can be the judge when you see it for yourself. You shouldn't have paused like that.
And we can't wait for you to see Jumanji: The Next
Level!
I can't say this enough. We're in a video game.
Nominees for 2019 Gaming Tweet of the Year. Who's it gonna be? Stay tuned.
Welcome back to the Game Awards pre-show. This summer, I had the pleasure of joining Jeff to co-host Gamescom Opening Night Live. And one of the games we revealed that night was Amplitude Studios' Humankind. Here to unveil a new gameplay feature and the first trailer with gameplay, please welcome Jeff Spock.
Hi, thanks, Cindy. I'm very excited and kind of terrified to be here. I'm here to answer a question we've been hearing constantly since we announced the game this summer. And the question is, who am I playing? Am I playing a king, a queen, a historical figure, leader of a civilization? Tonight we can announce that you're going to play you. The idea is that you're going to create a highly customizable avatar that will evolve visually as you play the game. So as you make gameplay decisions, as you win achievements, as you select cultures and that sort of thing, you'll see that evolve on the avatar itself, which means that at the end of the game, you'll have sort of a record and a trophy of how you changed humankind. We have tons of ideas of where the avatar system can go. We're very excited about it. But if I talk about them, the programmers will literally disembowel me when I get home. So in order to avoid that, we put together a trailer. So we have a world premiere game experience and gameplay trailer to showcase the humankind avatar system.
Beautiful. Why don't we take a look?
It all started way back to basics. The good old days. Gathering, hunting, and, well, back to gathering. We switched from a cold to a cool place to settle, and I found the perfect spot for my people. At first, it was just a few walls to keep the bears out and the pigs in. But you know how it is. One district led to another, and it kinda snowballed. Now, the problem was, the neighbors thought the grass was greener on my side of the fence. But we saw them coming from a mile away. All I had to do was give the order. Their first mistake? Bringing infantry to a cavalry fight. Next, losing the high ground. Final mistake, not keeping up in the arms race. But eventually, peace prevailed and we came to an understanding. They surrendered, and I let them live. It turns out, we had a lot to learn from them, and together, we became more than the sum of our parts, a unique mix of cultures and beliefs. So yeah, I would say I left my mark on humankind, and I'm just getting started. But that's just my story.
Tell me, what will yours be?
For our next world premiere, this is totally true, by the way, I'm not lying to you. They honestly haven't even told me what it is yet, so I am just as in the dark as all of you right now, and I gotta say, it's pretty exciting. I really have no clue what to expect right now, but we're all in this together, so let's all kick back and enjoy this one.
Best friends forever, Fu. It looks like this is goodbye, Fu.
Damon, I love you. In 20 years, I will return.
Go, Fu.
Fu, is that you? Damon, I love you! Do it! Apparently, superheroes are popular in this country, so we're gonna jump on that. Right, Mr. Big Shot. What are you? I'm a goddamn superhero.
Superhero? You must mean me. And now galactic superhero rankings? What?
Oh. So there is an extended version.
2020 release? Good luck.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, so right now we are streaming all over the planet on over 50 different platforms. Throughout the night, we'll be running polls for Twitch audience to predict categories like esports player and ongoing game. So stay tuned for them. If you're on TikTok, you may have seen we've been celebrating gaming the past week with a special Gaming on TikTok challenge. Tonight, use the Gaming on TikTok hashtag to show us how you're celebrating video games' biggest night. Lastly, we're shouting out the most active game communities on Reddit in 2019. Fortnite BR, League of Legends, and Destiny the game. But now, I think it's time for another world premiere. Here's a brand new trailer for one of next year's most anticipated games, Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Look, I'm involved in things. Dangerous things. So keep your distance.
What was his name again?
Cloud Strife. This is a one-time gig. When it's done, we're done.
Come on, nobody do something this crazy just for money.
You gonna stand there and pretend you can't hear the planet crying out in pain? I know you can!
I'd worry less about the planet and more about the next 5 seconds.
Okay, that was pretty cool. You weren't thinking of leaving Midgar anytime soon, were you?
Well, seems this old friend of mine's in a tight spot. Long time ago, I made a promise, so...
I'm really glad to have you back, Cloud. Really glad.
Before I hand the show over to Jeff, I have the privilege of presenting one more game award here in our pre-show. Here are the nominees for Best Fighting Game. Dead or Alive 6, Jump Force, Mortal Kombat 11, Samurai Showdown, and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And the winner is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Congratulations.
Wow, it's heavy.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. Thank you, Game Awards, and thank you everyone out there very, very much. You know, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is really more than just a fighting game. It's an experience that brings people together. It's also a showcase for some of the most famous characters, music, game worlds in video game history. And the fact that all of this comes together so seamlessly and so beautifully is really a testament to the dedication, to the hard work, and to the skill of Mr. Sakurai and the development team. This award is for them. Thank you very, very much.
Congratulations. As you can see, we are now just seconds away from the start of the big show. How excited is everybody? The Game Awards Orchestra is prepared. Jeff Keighley is buttoning up his tux, and everyone here in the live audience seems ready to go. Yeah, let's hear it. It's going to be such a special show. Green Day, Churches, and Grimes will all be performing. There are a bunch of world premieres that are going to amaze everyone, and I honestly have no idea who is going to win Game of the Year. But that's a wrap on our pre-show. I'm Sydney Goodman. Have fun and enjoy the show. The Game Awards starts right now.
call thee home.
It's not the weapons I don't trust, First Minister. It's the people who use them.
Time's running out.
I need to fix this.
It can be beautiful or terrible, but we're all transfixed. I'll be waiting for you on the beach.
You are unfit to wear this crown.
Kill every last one of them.
I'll keep her real safe. Going dark.
We need your help, Dante.
Now, please welcome your host and the creator of the Game Awards, Jeff Keighley.
Welcome to the Game Awards 2019. I'm Jeff Keighley. It is such an honor to be here. You guys ready to celebrate video games tonight? I can't believe this is the 5th anniversary of the show, and it's so great to have all of you here. We've got so many amazing special guests, Mr. Kojima, Reggie, Mr. Miyazaki. It's so exciting to have everyone here with us tonight to celebrate games. First of all, let's give it up again for Churches and the Game Awards Orchestra. Wasn't that beautiful? Amazing. Tonight, one of the things that really amazes me about this show is how we connect the world around games. And we are live on over 50 platforms around the world. So I want to say hello to everyone here, but also everyone watching around the world. If you're in Europe, I know it's late at night. Thank you for staying up. I think we're going to make it worth your while. We've got a lot of cool surprises for you tonight. So millions of people coming together, all to celebrate video games. Now, our show tonight, yes, we're going to have awards. Yes, we're going to have a lot of brand new game announcements and surprises for you, so stay tuned for that. We know you like those. And we've also got performances by Green Day and Grimes, so stay tuned. It's been an outstanding year for games. But to kick things off, let's get to our first award. And right now, let's bring out our first presenter. He is a screenwriter and producer known for The Dark Knight and also the co-creator of Westworld. Please welcome Jonathan Nolan.
Good evening. I'm here to present the award for Best Narrative. We talk a lot about narrative in Westworld, where our guest characters choose their own paths with branching storylines that change based on their actions. It's an idea that we invented all by ourselves. You're welcome. The truth is, in any given year, if someone asked me what the best storytelling I saw that year was, my answer as often as not isn't a movie, it's not a show, it's a game. Games like Fallout, BioShock, Half-Life, Red Dead Redemption, all hugely influential on our work. And you can see the echoes of those games in our show. Evan Rachel Wood's character, Dolores, has more than a little in common with Elizabeth in BioShock Infinite. James Marsden's character, Teddy, was, of course, based on James Marsden's character in Sonic the Hedgehog. And, of course, I'd be remiss if I failed to mention the debt of honor that Ed Harris's character, the Man in Black, owes to Q*bert. So it's a true honor for me to be here tonight to recognize the amazing, thoughtful, and groundbreaking work in narrative this year. Here are the nominees.
Best Narrative.
Where is your son?
In good hands.
I'd like to tell you about a dream I had last night.
Sam, if we don't all come together again, humanity will not survive.
In the great city, there's a dead body behind the hostel cafeteria.
Hungry for adventure? Our colony has a place for everyone.
And the winner is Disco Elysium.
Tonight, Disco Elysium always wins the Game Award for Best Role-Playing Game.
It's absolutely surreal to be here, and honestly makes me really speechless. But I definitely want to thank everyone who believed that this game exists when we first started talking about it, because a lot of people didn't. And I want to thank the industry for welcoming us. It's been absolutely amazing. And of course, I want to thank our fans who really proved that these kinds of narrative games have their space in this industry. And yeah, thanks a lot. Woo!
Congratulations, guys. All right, we have such a big show ahead. Now, I wanted to mention right now on Twitch, we've got over 900,000 concurrent viewers watching the show right now, including co-streamers. So sounds like you guys are excited about what we have going on. And of course, we're live on over 50 platforms. And the fans on Twitch are predicting who will take home the Game Awards tonight. Right now, we've got a poll open with the Twitch extension. Who does the audience think is going to win the Best Esports Player Award? You can vote now, and in a little while, we'll take a look at your predictions. Tonight, we've got more awards, great music, and of course, game premieres. World premieres are a big part of this show, and you guys have a lot of expectations on the internet for things. There are lots of rumors, lots of leaks, and then sometimes there's surprises that come out of nowhere. Enjoy this.
Let's suppose that you were able every night to dream any dream you wanted to dream. And that you could have the power within one night to dream 75 years of time. And you would naturally, as you began on this adventure of dreams, fulfill all your wishes. But now let's have a surprise. Let's have a dream which isn't under control. And then you would get more and more adventurous. And you would make further and further out gambles as to what you would dream. And finally, you would dream where you are now.
And now, he's the head of Xbox. Please welcome Phil Spencer.
For 18 years and 3 generations, we've designed Xbox consoles to power your dreams. We see a future where you're instantly absorbed in your games, where worlds are even more lifelike, immersive, responsive, and surprising, where you are at the center of your gaming experience. Next holiday, Xbox Series X will lead us into the future of console gaming. Our fastest, most powerful Xbox will set a new bar for performance, speed, compatibility. Developers around the globe are already hard at work building games for Xbox Series X. Our 15 Xbox game studios are developing the largest and most creatively diverse lineup of exclusive games in our history. Tonight, I'm proud to reveal a project early in development from an incredibly talented, creative team who are no strangers to the Game Awards. What you're about to see was all captured in-engine as being built to take full advantage of Xbox Series X.
All right, the fun is just beginning. Let me assure you, we've got some other great surprises coming up here at the Game Awards. Now, we just ran a poll on Twitch to see who you think is going to be recognized as the best esports player, and the results are in. The Twitch community picked Faker. All right, that award is coming up next. An NBA superstar, Stephen Curry, is here to hand it out. We'll see if you guys called it correctly. And still to come in the show, we've got performances by Green Day and Grimes, more amazing music from the Game Awards Orchestra, special announcements from League of Legends, Fortnite, and Apex Legends. Norman Reedus is here. Reggie's in the house, of course. And we've got a lot more of surprises. That is all coming up. But first, last year we started a new initiative with Facebook to spotlight unique stories about the gaming community around the world. This year, we've got 3 new amazing stories about global gaming citizens. I'm so proud to have these in the show, and I just can't wait to share them with you tonight. Here's our first global gaming citizen for 2019.
I was born as an Afghan refugee. Growing up with the fear of, am I going to be able to go to school or not, was always with me. I'm not able to go back to my country. Afghanistan is a very traditional country. There is a huge problem here for women accessing education. So I decided enough is enough, and I thought about coding. Code to Inspire is the first computer coding school for girls in Afghanistan. We've developed so far more than 20 games. Our students told me we are very tired of playing games that the men are superheroes. And it's always pretty white men. So I was like, then why you just don't create your own game? Afghan hero girl, when they see the game that they are playing are made by women, that's an empowerment itself. They understand that they have a voice and they should be heard.
Is it possible that the past and future are colliding?
Let the new era begin.
aren't you just as cute as a button?
And aren't you just as creepy as
Flattery will get you nowhere, dearie.
Rated M for mature.
Nintendo Switch has games, lots of games, to play anytime, anywhere. Find the games you want to play your way on Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch Lite.
Please welcome three-time NBA champion and two-time most valuable player. From the Golden State Warriors, it's Stephen Curry.
What's going on? As some of you may know, I had my own gaming-related injury recently. I went for that triangle button, and next thing you know, I'm on the floor, and you know, 2K is no joke. So once again, esports is the fastest growing sport on the planet, and still breaking records with massive multi-million-dollar prize pools. And the award for best esports player recognizes both outstanding play, regardless of the game, and also good sportsmanship. So here are the nominees.
Best esports player.
Your Fortnite World Champion, Booga!
Good ball out. He tries to jump away, but Pound splashes forward. And the Stand United won't save you now.
And the Game Award for Best Esports Player goes to Booga.
Wow. Thank you guys so much. This is like the best way to end off my year, honestly. Thank you all to my fans, my family, my friends, my team Sentinels, and most importantly, Epic Games for making any of this possible. And I'm so glad to be a part of this community, and I can't wait to see what the future holds. Thank you guys so much.
On your feet, old blood. Not dead. Yet.
1,000-year war. Just to start the apocalypse.
Beautiful, deadly, right in our way. That's about right. No storm can stop us.
PlayStation.
Oh, you noticed that, yeah. PlayStation 5. All right, this show's on fire. I'm here with Keith Lee, the CEO of Counterplay, and Steve Gibson, the president of Gearbox Publishing. Guys, brand new announcement, brand new IP, new game. What is Godfall?
Godfall is a brand new IP set in a brand new fantasy universe filled with heroic knights and mysterious magic. We call it a looter slasher.
All right, so looter slasher. Tell us a bit about how is this going to play?
So we're here to reinvent combat for loot-driven action RPGs. We'll have third-person, real-time melee combat as you hunt for awesome loot. You can also play the game in solo as well as in co-op. It's going to be fun for everyone.
Well, it looks absolutely incredible. That was all in-engine. You can see the game that we're going to get to play there. Steve, from Gearbox's point of view, you guys nominated tonight, obviously, Borderlands. Congrats on that. But how do you guys fit into this picture with Sony and with Counterplay?
Oh, man, we love our co-op and our gear at Gearbox. So here we are, man. When Keith showed us Godfall, it was so amazing to us. We had to call our friends over at Sony, our friends over at Epic, say, hey, help us make this work on your technology and your hardware. Keith, we're going to do everything we can for you, man. And we're excited. We're so excited to announce this is going to be this is launched exclusively on the PlayStation 5 and Epic Game Store this holiday.
All right, holiday 2020.
This holiday 2020.
We're going to get, PlayStation 5 games. What's going on? All right, this is amazing. Well, guys, congratulations. It looks absolutely incredible. I'm sure we'll see more next year, right?
You sure will.
Awesome. All right, congrats on the announcement. Awesome, guys. All right, well, we'd like to recognize some other of our winners tonight. So in the category of Best Audio Design for Best In-Game Audio and Sound Design, those nominees are Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Control, Death Stranding, Gears 5, Resident Evil 2, okay, fan favorite, and Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. And the Game Award goes to Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Congratulations to the guys at Infinity Ward. All right, for Best Strategy Game, focused on real-time or turn-based strategy, those nominees are Age of Wonders Planetfall, Anno 1800, Fire Emblem Three Houses, Total War Three Kingdoms, Tropico 6, and Wargroove. And the Game Award in that category goes to Fire Emblem Three Houses. All right, in the category of Content Creator of the Year, for a streamer or content creator who made an important and positive impact on the industry this year, the nominees are Courage, who's in the house here, Dr. Lupo, Ewok, Gref, and Shroud. And the Game Award goes to Shroud. Congratulations. All right, well, we've had some great world premieres and announcements to start off the show, and we've talked about Xbox, we've talked about PlayStation. Another platform we probably should talk about now. We have another world premiere, brand new game announcement that I don't think you guys are expecting, but we're really excited to share it with you here on the Game Awards. Check this out.
It is time to choose. Accept your fate and await oblivion. Or make a stand and fight for survival. Step into the light, young hero. Be brave.
All right now I'm joined by my fellow Canadian, Rebecca Ford, Live Operations and Community Director at Digital Extremes. Is that for Canada or for Rebecca? For both of them. All right, Rebecca, welcome to the Game Awards. You've been up here before. Warframe, tell us, what's the latest on Warframe?
You know, we've been making this game for 7 years, and each year we update it with the Space Ninja flair, but we think it's time to go Space Pirate, and this whole Empyrean thing is what our community wants to know about.
Yes, I know. You guys have teased that. What can you tell us about it? When's it going to come out?
Well, we were thinking on PC we would launch it right now.
Oh, okay, here we go. So Empyrean's live right now. All right, that's fantastic. And people will be able to get their hands on it tonight. Anything else that we should be keeping in mind?
Yeah, our PlayStation 4 and Xbox One 10.0 have the Rising Tide update, which means they are now preparing for Empyrean. Nintendo Switch will come soon, and it's really just, if you've been following Warframe's story, there's a lot to find in this update. So why not launch it on PC?
Okay, so it's out right now on PC, and we're going to take a look at it. Yes. Okay, check it out. Well, thanks, Rebecca. Let's take a look at Empyrean for Warframe. Thanks. Tonight, we're happy to welcome Samsung as a new partner of the Game Awards, and throughout the night, you'll be hearing from my fellow Canadian, lots of Canadians tonight, Linus Tech Tips about Samsung's QLED TVs, which are optimized for the best gaming experience. Take a look.
I'm Linus from Linus Tech Tips, and I'll be talking about some of the ways living room gaming is better than ever. When I was a kid, my first gaming TV was about this big, and it had a VHS player built into it. Not very immersive. With a Samsung QLED TV, not only can you see more than ever before, but at 4K resolution with sizes of up to 82 inches, the image clarity is unbelievable. And with Samsung's 10-year burn-in guarantee, you can game without worry.
My name is Soleil. Many people know me as Ewok. I am deaf and I play Fortnite, and I'm 14. I was just a streamer with a very small following. In the past 14 months, everything's really taken off, and it's been absolutely incredible. I mean, I've become the first woman in FaZe Clan. My goal is to see many more females playing and considered at an equal level, and I really want to see that explode in the gaming world. I think that would be really nice.
And Ewok's here with us tonight. We're so glad to have her with us. All right, here with me now is Daniel Ketchum. He's the Senior Art Director for Magic the Gathering. Dan, welcome to the Game Awards.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
You're on brand. What's next?
Well, Jeff, I'm excited to tell you that in January, Magic will be returning to one of our most beloved worlds. So the last time we went to Theros, a world of gods, myths, and monsters, we saw our hero, Elspeth Tyrell, my favorite planeswalker, betrayed by the gods and banished to walk the underworld. But now our hero is ready to defy death and escape her fate. And I'm here to give you a sneak peek at what's in store for her. Now with music by Ramin Djawadi, this is the trailer for Theros Beyond Death.
All right, check it out. Thanks so much. All right, the new game announcements just keep rolling here at the Game Awards. Eventually we'll get some games you already know about, but let's keep going with things you haven't seen before. Here's another world premiere.
Now, she's a creative director and the lead art designer from the Evil Within series. Please welcome Ikumi Nakamura.
Hi, please bear with my English. Okay? Good art can change over time, but great art stays great. Great art great art sparks joy in our brains and helps us to change the way we think. Because sometimes we need to change it to survive. This year, I had a big change in my life, and it's been a crazy year. But I'm alive. Was it a crazy year for you? You are not alone because I'm here. And we have great games with great art. Here are the nominees for Best Art Direction are
Best Art Direction, presented by Samsung QLED.
As you know, I am a fortune teller. I can see Mieta. and the winner is Control.
Wow. This is incredible. I'm trying to avoid any explicit language right now. I think the big thank you goes to the art director, Janne Pulkkinen. He is an amazing person. He's worked at Remedy for a long while, and he had this crystal clear vision of what he wanted to achieve with Control. And he did amazing things together with his team. I also have to thank Stuart McDonald, who is the world design director, and Antti Puomi, who handled the characters and all the creepy monsters that existed in this game. And I can't imagine a better group of artists and talented creative people to work with. And this is thanks to you guys. Thank you so much for your work.
All right, congratulations to the guys at Remedy. We've got lots more awards coming up. But right now, I'm here with Donald Mustard, Worldwide Creative Director for Epic Games. Donald, welcome back to the game. It's a yearly thing, I feel like. We always get to hang out.
Yeah, it's fun. This is great.
Well, you guys have built quite a franchise in Fortnite, and the last couple years have just been so crazy for you guys. But what I love is that you're constantly innovating with this game.
That's what we're trying to know. It's I think we're all just trying to make stuff that we think is fun, that we think is cool. And you never quite expect something to take off the way that Fortnite did, right? But once that momentum happened, we're just like, man, how do we we gotta lean in, and how do we find ways to really just push the idea of what a persistent virtual place can be? And so that's why even this year,
Marshmallow concert was
concert,
insane.
yeah, we start the year off with a concert that
Yeah.
has, over 10 million people in it. We roll into huge monster fights, and we've got the thing we'd been planning forever to how do we find a way to suck the entire world into the 0-point black hole and turn the game off and all this stuff.
But that all, in some ways, I think, pales in comparison to what's about to happen this weekend.
Yeah, something pretty cool is gonna happen in a few hours, and on Saturday.
On Saturday, you guys probably have seen teasing a little bit about something that's happening at Risky Reels. tied to Star Wars.
Yeah.
Episode 9, Rise of Skywalker, right?
Yes, and it's pretty cool.
What can you tell us about it?
You know, I probably can't tell you much, but I have a friend who can.
Okay, let's take a look.
Thanks, Donald. Hey, everyone, it's J.J. Abrams, director of The Rise of Skywalker. Join me in Fortnite on Saturday for an exclusive look at the movie. To see the whole thing, you got to be in the game, so I'll see you in Fortnite on Saturday. Thanks.
Yeah. This is so cool, and I think, some people online have said, like, oh, you're just running a clip or whatever, and I don't know how much you want to reveal, but you and I have been talking all year about, building a live experience around this. I'm excited. I'm going to get to actually be in the game as well, kind of interacting with JJ, and I don't know how much you want to tell us about it, but it's going to be a live participatory experience, right?
I think it's going to be like something that no one's ever seen before, ever. I mean, JJ and Jeff, we're going to be live.
Yes. Oh, and we're also, that's the glider we're gonna get, I think.
There's
right?
also gonna be that.
Exactly.
Wait, so hold on. That's what happens.
Star Wars.
That's what happens when you do it live, right?
Exactly.
So
you never know. There's an attack happening.
Everyone who shows up, like as you drop out of the battle bus, you're all gonna pop those out. Like everyone that shows up is gonna get tie whisperers. It's awesome. You're flying around, and JJ and Jeff will be there live in the game, and we're gonna see this awesome clip from Star Wars. It's brief, but I've seen it many times. It's very, very good.
Yeah.
You want to see it, and then some other crazy stuff's gonna happen, and you should come.
Yeah. No, I'm really excited about sort of what this means. I think for sort of programming inside of games, shared experiences like the Game Awards, people all coming together watching this. But this is inside the game world. I'm really excited about what is going to happen on Saturday. So right from the Game Awards to that. But before then, I know you've got some other some cool things that people can pick up in Fortnite.
We do. So there's one more thing. Yes. So right now, you can go to Fortnite, and these are now available in the game. These are some of my favorite characters of all time, Rey and Finn, and the awesome new Sith Trooper, and they're in the game right now. You can go get it to get loaded up for Saturday.
Amazing. Well, I got to say, we are really excited about what you guys have put together with you, Lucas and Disney, to have this come together this weekend. I know these things are never easy to pull off, but yeah, I'm really excited about what it's going to be. So Saturday,
2 p.m. Eastern, and it's live. Like, we're doing it live, and it's going to be amazing and crazy, just like this.
I was going to say, we'll be there, and there'll probably be TIE Fighters. There'll be other crazy things going on. Donald, thanks as always for coming by the Game Awards. Good luck. I know you guys are up for a bunch of awards tonight as well. And we've got much more Game Awards coming up.
Thank you.
Donald Mustard.
Later.
Thanks, everybody. All right, well, we've got a lot of brand new game announcements tonight. And this next one comes from a team up in my home country of Canada. I keep mentioning Canada, but this is a game that I think you'll be surprised by. And I saw it and I said, hey, this would be a cool thing to announce at the Game Awards. So check it out. Sons of the Forest. We got some cool stuff tonight. All right. Well, one of the most played games in the world is League of Legends. And tonight, we're happy to have Riot and its new Riot Forge division with us to reveal their first single-player experience for the franchise. Take a look at this.
My king. Long have you waited. Now, the time has come for your revenge. A harrowing across all Runeterra. Suffering, ruin. They will know your name.
Ruined King, Airship Syndicate. I'm here with Joe Mad. Joe, you guys have made some amazing games over the years. First of all, congratulations on working with Riot. The reveal of you guys making the first game, what it is. Tell us more about what we just saw in that teaser.
Yeah, so I'm so excited we can finally talk about this. I was sure I would leak it before now, but we are doing the first ever Riot Forge game. And as you saw, it is The Ruined King, a League of Legends story. We're basically building on our experience making Battle Chasers and Darksiders to create a story-driven, turn-based RPG. We have a new take on turn-based combat that's really cool. Obviously, the art and visuals that our studio is known for. And the story takes place after Burning Tides. So everyone believes Gangplank is dead, Bilgewater is in chaos, and you'll actually play as some League champions and explore Bilgewater, the Shadow Isles, and we have a lot of other surprises as well. And Poros. They're mandatory, apparently.
All right, well, it sounds like this is something you've been working on for a little while, too, right?
We have, yes. And I can't say any more.
Okay, that's all you're allowed to say. All right, well, it's so exciting to have Riot with us here at the Game Awards for the first time. Joe, you guys,
it's an honor. The game's so far amazing, and it's just an honor to be here.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for announcing it with us. It means the world to us. And I know all the League of Legends fans around the entire world who are tuned in tonight. So, Joe, congratulations.
I can't wait to hear what you guys think.
You'll be on these social medias right
I
after
will.
this.
I'm good right now.
Thank you very much, Joe Mack.
Thank you.
Great announcement. League of Legends. Fantastic.
When we come back, a performance by Grimes, the award for Best Action Game with Norman Reedus, and a special announcement from an Apex legend. Still to come, Ninja presents Best Multiplayer Game and an extended look at Ghost of Tsushima. This is the Game Awards. Don't go anywhere.
Ladies and germs, watch out because tonight the birds of prey are hijacking the Game Awards. You have got to be kidding me. Valkyrie, courage. I said no. Come on, Harley.
We've been here training for weeks.
Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but you guys just aren't really birds of prey material. No offense.
But I love you.
Of course you do, Schnookums. Now quit messing around. Let's give these people what they want. Ladies, if you want boys to respect you, you have to show them that you're serious. Blow something up. Hit someone. Nothing gets a guy's attention like violence. Oh, I love this chick. She's got rage issues. I don't have rage issues!
什么？
Against all the evil that hell can conjure, all the wickedness that mankind can produce, we will send unto them only you.
We heard you may want to quit vaping.
But we can't help you. We can barely hold these protest signs.
But we can tell you about This Is Quitting, an easy text to quit service. It's the least
and most we can do.
Mommy is dead, Hugo. You'll never see her again. Hugo, no!
Can't keep running forever.
You are a monster. A monster. You have yet to see just how.
Be sure to stay in the light.
Nominees for 2019 Gaming Tweet of the Year. Who's it gonna be? Stay tuned.
Welcome back to the Game Awards. All right, music is a big part of games, and Cyberpunk 2077 is one of the most anticipated games coming out next year. Well, hello to everyone at CD Projekt Red. They're over in Poland and working hard to finish the game. But right now, we've got a behind-the-scenes look at the soundtrack to Cyberpunk 2077. Check it out.
Even in the dystopian future, hard rap lives on.
We want to provide you with the soundtrack to fucking shit up.
I mean, we're not here as Refuse, we're here as Samurai. It's a very interesting thing to be part of. We really work on these songs, trying to make them as good as possible.
I think my music fits with my city because both are scary and pretty at the same time.
My music will be featured in Cyberpunk 2077. I'm super excited.
It's quite rebellious and it's quite noisy and aggressive. I think industrial is the word.
I can't wait to see how the two worlds actually meet. I mean, it's been a lot of fun playing these beats.
It's very punk rock in the way in its approach. You're building these systems to make really rugged, rough, edgy music.
Psychedelic, trippy, yet uplifting and engaging.
And you could see a lot of kind of industrial stuff and revolution happening.
Sort of mixing punk music and like what electronic music could be in the future.
So we have some tracks that are super dirty, super heavy, and then we have some tracks that are very beautiful and ambient.
That was just a glimpse of what we have in store for you. See you in Night City.
And now, he's the star of The Walking Dead and a Best Performance nominee tonight for his role as Sam Porter Bridges in Death Stranding. Here's Norman Reedus.
Hello. What's up? What's up? Hi. All right, it's time to present the award for Best Action Game. These games are all wildly different. Some new franchises, some beloved sequels, all with their own unique adversaries and objectives. But the one thing that they have in common is that they set the bar for lively combat and thrills. All right, ready? All right, here's the nominees.
Best Action Game.
Try and keep up.
Time to kick some ass.
It's the strongest what survives.
All right, this is heavy. And the winner is Devil May Cry 5.
Thank you so much. 取ったでデビルメイクライ5に携わってもらったすべてのスタッフの皆さん、感謝します。そして11年間待ってくれたデビルメイクライシリーズのファンの皆さん、ありがとうございます。
Thank you so much for all the fans who have been supporting us, and thank you so much for waiting 11 years for the sequel.
浮気せずにまっすぐにアクションゲームを作ってきて本当に良かったと思ってます。
I was really happy to stick with my roots and trying to make as pure of an action game as possible.
じゃあ行きますよ。せーの。DMC is back! Thank you!
Congrats to the DMC guys. All right, I'm now joined by Jeff Haddam, the studio lead and founder of Took Games from Canada. I don't know how it all works out that way, but a lot of Grimes, Canadian, Jeff. All right, anyways, tell us what you've been working on up at Took.
Thanks, Jeff. I'm super excited to be here with the world premiere of the game we've been working on up in Montreal. Salut tout le monde. When we started working on this game, we had the idea to put action back in action RPG. And what better place than in Dungeons and Dragons? Forgotten Realms, Icewind Dale. Slay together with your friends. I'm super pleased to announce Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance.
Let's check it out. All right, up next is the award for the absolute best. Hello?
It's the most wonderful time of the year. Wow, I was a little pitchy on that one. I should keep practicing.
Looks like it's Mirage, everybody. What's up, Mirage?
Hey, Keely, my man, what's going on?
Well, we're kind of in the middle of the Game Awards right now, but what's going on with you, man?
Oh, is that tonight? Tell me. Did I already win for best all-around competitor in a battle royale based on skills, but mostly good looks?
That is such a specific award, and as I told you on Twitter, does not exist. I'm sorry, Mirage.
Okay, I see what you're doing, keeping the mystery alive for the audience. I get it, it's a secret award I get later. Wink. It's not like I haven't been practicing my acceptance speech. Wow, these things are really heavy. I'd like to thank my mother for my exceptional good looks. And
Mirage, we have a show, we've got lots of announcements to get to. Is there a purpose of today's call?
Oh, right. Well, I know everybody's always asking for more Mirage content because, well, obviously, and I think I speak for everyone when I say we've all had enough of crypto. So, Keely, I'm here tonight to just give the people what they want. And Keely, check this out. This is so cool. Watch. I'm a captain!
The captain of what exactly?
The Mirage Voyage. Oh, yeah. It's my big Holo Day bash. You get it? Holo days, because and I do holograms. And anyway, can I put you down for a +1?
Fine. When does it start, Mirage?
Oh, that's the best part. This party, wait for it, starts right now. Oh, yeah. Fireworks. Keep plugging on that. Oh, hey, and I've got presents for everyone at the awards and all you beautiful people watching at home. Join me at the party and you all get this free, exclusive legendary skin of my matching G7. Sexy, huh? And the gun doesn't look bad either.
Yeah, extremely generous of you, Mirage. Thank you for that.
What can I say, Jeff? I am a giver.
All right, well, listen up. We do have a show to get back to, so thanks, Mirage.
Okay, best buddy. Can't wait to see you and everybody else at the biggest celebration in the Outlands. It's party time. Oop, oop.
Check this out.
Oh, man. Fire in the hole! You'll warm up in the respawn chamber.
I'm quicker than you think.
I enjoy the winter months.
Time to hibernate for the winter.
Opening fire!
You know you missed me.
You're a bit too slow, my brother.
Let's ride the train! Bulk train.
Let's do this.
Enemy down. Target spotted. Woohoo! We are awesome!
Watson, get in here with me. Let's take an Elfie. No, why are you looking at me that way?
Up next, Dr. Bunsen Honeydew and Beaker present Games for Impact. Plus, Reggie is here, and he's ready. And later, a brand new look at Ghost of Tsushima. It's all coming up on the Game Awards.
There you go, Apple Arcade at the Game Awards for the first time, Ultimate Rivals. All right, we have so much more show coming up. We've got Green Day coming up, but right now we've got a world premiere from Xbox and Moon Studios. Here's a brand new look at Ori, the Will of Wisps.
Play it with Xbox Game Pass.
My favorite thing about being a game designer is I didn't have to pick one subject to specialize in. You know, I'm able to just follow my interests and spend lots of time studying, you know, galactic evolution or urban planning or psychology, whatever it is. And then I just kind of turn that into a toy, into a game. Part of my job is just enjoying exploring the world and letting my interests take me wherever they go. And there are not too many jobs that I think let you do that.
When it comes to upping your competition level, there's no doubt that more frames per second makes a measurable difference. Trust me. That's why Samsung's latest QLED TVs feature native support for games running at up to 120 frames per second with very low input lag, and this sweet auto game mode that detects when you're gaming and turns off any extra image processing. They've even got AMD FreeSync for smoother animations when the frame rate dips.
The war had just started when I arrived to Iraq. We did our thing, we had some experiences, and when we came back, when we got off that plane, before we can even embrace our loved ones, our fire team leader says, do not tell anybody what happened to you, or what you saw, or what you experienced. That starts the stigma of mental health.
Stack Up is a military charity supporting U.S. and allied veterans' mental health through gaming. Overwatch is our newest program, and it is simply having a chat client up. Somebody comes in and says they need to talk or they're interested to get into a game. We have somebody available for them.
Hey, how's it going? They may not want to come out there and see a counselor for an hour, you know, once a week, but they may come out there and play a video game and start talking about their experiences of war or the struggles that they're having right now. It has become my passion to end the stigma of mental health.
Please welcome two of the most innovative visionaries in the history of gaming and just about everything else. From Muppet Labs, Dr. Bunsen Honeydew and Beaker.
Oh, thank you. Greetings, fellow gaming enthusiasts. It's great to be here at the Game Awards. I am Dr. Bunsen Honeydew, and this is my assistant, Beaker. Beaky, where did you go? Oh, I guess he's stuck in the lobby. Nothing? Oh, well. In just a few moments, we'll reveal the winner of Games for Impact. But first, I was hoping to... Oh, here's Beaky now. Oh, good to see you. I forgot we have a basement. Beaky, I'm so glad you're here wearing VR goggles to demonstrate our brand new game. Yes. As you can see, Beaker is wearing Muppet Labs' proprietary next-generation technology, VR super gluey goggles. You can put them on, but you can't get them off. And now we will premiere the exciting new Muppet Labs game. Oh, Beaker, Beaker, I forgot the, what are we calling it? Of course, the Untitled Beaker game. Excellent choice. Let the game begin. Oh, well, here are the nominees for Games for Impact, recognizing socially conscious and progressive games in the industry. Roll the nominees.
Games for Impact.
You want me to paint this whole town?
lot of people looking for your brother. Where am I? And why is it so dark?
Woohoo! Here we go. And the winner is... What are you doing outside the game? You just please... Hey! Give that back to me! Beaker, get him! Get him, Beaker! Oh, no, that's me! That's me, Beaker! Where did he go? Where did he go? Where is he? Oh, get him! He's behind you! There, okay. You've got him under control? All right. Okay. Thank you, Beaker. Would you please hold his beak shut? Hold his Beaker, that's it. Get him. Good. Sorry about that, folks. The award for Games for... Have you got it? Goose? Stop it. All right. The award for Games for Impact goes to... No, not geese. Greece! Greece! Wonderful. Congratulations.
Thank you to the Muppets. Well, we want to share this award with, first of all, Conrad, our creative director, with all the team back at home. We made a really good team, and we could have never made it without them. We have to thank Devolver for allowing us to do the game we wanted to make.
Yes, well, first of all, I would like to thank especially to all those people that shared their stories with us. They sent really, really moving stories when they were playing Greece. That's something that obviously when you create a game, you try to do these kind of things, but you never know you're going to get to someone. And we pretty much are so moved when we receive this story. So please keep sharing it with us because it's amazing. And thank you, everybody that play and support Greece. Thank you very much.
Good on you.
All right, sorry. Thanks to Bunsen and Beaker. Lifelong dream to have them here at the show. All right. I also want to mention something called the Game Festival. I don't know if you heard about that online, but we're launching a new thing tied to the Game Awards called the Game Festival. And the vision for that is to give all of you around the world who watch this show, you watch trailers, you love games, a chance to play a bunch of games. And this year we're partnering with Steam. And if you head to Steam for the next 48 hours, a little bit less than that since it started this morning, we have first look demos of over a dozen upcoming games that you can play for free on Steam. And I think that's kind of the future where this all goes, is not necessarily these local events where you have to travel somewhere to play a game, but actually bringing games into your homes and the places you work and live to play. So play all those games. The Game Festival concludes Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific, and next year we're going to do it across all the platforms, and it's going to be a big thing. So we're looking forward to doing more with that. All right, well, now we're going to present some more awards, and let's get into the Best Family Game. The nominees for that category are Luigi's Mansion 3, Ring Fit Adventure, Super Mario Maker 2, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and Yoshi's Crafted World. Kind of like Nintendo's chances in this category. And the Game Award goes to Luigi's Mansion 3. Congratulations. All right, category of Best Sports Racing Game for the best traditional and non-traditional sports and racing game. And those nominees are Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled, announced last year at the Game Awards, Dirt Rally 2.0, eFootball Pro Evolution Soccer 2020, F1 2019, and FIFA 20. And the Game Award goes to Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. Okay. And for the best mobile game, the nominees are Call of Duty Mobile, Grindstone, Sayonara Wild Hearts, which we announced last year, Sky Children of the Light, and What the Golf. And the Game Award in that category goes to Call of Duty Mobile. Congratulations, guys. All right, well now I'd like to welcome the co-creators of Dishonored and Prey, Raph and Julian are here. You may have seen online that they just announced their brand new studio. Wolf-Ian said here at the Game Awards they were going to reveal their first game. So guys, welcome to the Game Awards. You've been here before, but you've got this new studio. So tell me a bit about Wolf-Ian. What's different about it?
So, well, we took a long break, but it looks like we can't stay away from making games for very long. So we're just back at it now with Wolf-Ian.
Yeah, well, what can you tell us about the game? We know the studio, we don't know anything about the game, but that's going to change now, right?
Yeah, so you've mentioned Dishonored and Prey as some of our past games. We have passion for interesting worlds to explore. We have passion for depth of interactivity. And of course, we have passion for simulation in general. Yeah. So this new game has all of these values, but this time we have a bit of a different approach. We brought a glimpse to show you through a teaser, and we're very excited.
It's amazing. One of my favorite premieres of the show tonight. It looks incredible. You're going to see the real game here, guys. We can't wait to hear more about this. Let's take a look at the first project from Wolf-Ian. Enjoy.
Thank you. Thank you.
The West, the land of opportunity. A place where you can be a hero, a scoundrel, and anything in between. This ain't quite the Wild West as you know it. There are ancient powers at war with each other. Strange entities lurking in the dead of night with their own rules and their own peculiar motives. Welcome to the Weird West. Coming out here could be the best thing that ever happened to you. If you can survive, that is.
Wild West. All right, up next, a brand new MMO action RPG game from a legendary franchise. Check out this announcement.
The city will end tonight. It's us against the world. I won't let you down. I won't let you down.
Coming up, the first look at a brand new game from an exciting new studio. And Ninja is here to hand out the award for Best Multiplayer Game. And still to come, more premieres, more awards, an extended preview from Ghost of Tsushima, and Green Day performs live. The Game Awards will be right back.
Hi, I'm looking for...
Stadia?
What?
What's Stadia? Stadia is only the newest, most logic-defying, mind-bending, absurd gaming platform on Earth! Forget boxes, forget consoles, just your games, your screens, and electric air. And this electric air is Stadia! Unlike consoles, Stadia doesn't take up any space. It makes no noise. It has no smell. Watch. Go find Stadia, boy. Don't worry. You'll never find it.
Okay.
You can play Stadia with this.
Stadia likes to party. Up to 4K, 60 FPS.
He'll show us.
4K, 60 FPS.
With Stadia, you can go virtually anywhere. Live anywhen.
This is amazing.
Play with any who.
So we're inside a game. I think I know that guy. Gary!
Stadia is gaming for free-range humans.
Gary!
Stadia travels across screens.
Gary!
No downloads, no updates, no waiting. Stadia bends time and space to take you straight to your game.
So Stadia's the pencil!
Technically, this is Stadia.
Stadia's streaming pipeline leverages decades of Google research. Is that a dog?
He actually found it.
Stadia is the games you're looking for.
Stadia is so impossibly mind-bending, so free to move from screen to screen, so not dependent on downloads or updates. It's like nothing. Nothing you've ever played games on before! Unthink the things you think are things. Free your mind at the one place for all the ways we play. Stadia!
Wow.
You guys maybe have...
Stadia?
When PUBG Mobile, one of the biggest video games in the world, and Global Green, a world-renowned nonprofit, partnered to help save the Amazon, we challenged people across the globe to stand together and fight to protect our planet.
We've already lost 20% of the Amazon due to fires and deforestation.
And the Amazon is critical to protecting us from the devastating effects of climate change. Thanks to PUBG Mobile and their commitment to harness the power of gaming for good. And thanks to all of you, we are starting to make a real difference.
Global Green's local partners on the ground can now help put out some of the fires and plant thousands of new trees in the Amazon. But this isn't the end. It's just the beginning.
The next generation is depending on us.
Go to globalgreen.org/fight for the Amazon and donate to continue the fight.
Fight for the Amazon.
Nintendo Switch has fights to win. And scores to settle. Find your battle, Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch Lite.
Rise and shine. It's magic time. Now it's time for you to welcome the challenge. Play Magic the Gathering Arena. Download free.
What's up, guys? I'm Bajira, and on my stream, I'm all about helping my viewers accomplish their goals, whether it's making progress in gaming, fitness, or just taking control of their health in general. And if one of your goals is to quit vaping, Truth has a program that could help. It's called This Is Quitting. It's free, anonymous, text-based, available any time of day, right on your phone, and it's already helping thousands of people quit. All you have to do is text Ditch Jewel to 88709 to join the program, because you can quit, but you don't have to do it alone. Visit thetruth.com for more information, and enjoy the Game Awards.
All right, now here's a brand new game announcement from Oculus Studios. Check it out.
He's one of the most watched streamers alive and the winner of last year's Game Award for Content Creator of the Year. Please welcome Ninja.
Hello, everyone. Thank you guys so much for obviously being here. I've been playing video games my entire life, and there's something magical about a solo player experience, and the only way to enhance that is to play games with your friends. I've literally defined my entire career by playing online multiplayer games, and here are the nominees for the best multiplayer game of the year.
Best Multiplayer Game.
Some amazing games, let's be real, all right? The Game Award for Best Multiplayer Game goes to... It's a lot more difficult to open up than you think. Apex Legends.
Wow, thank you so much. The last 4 years has been transformative for Respawn. This year has been crazy for us, so for all the team that stuck around and believed and made this magic happen, thank you. To the fans, thank you so much.
I'd just like to thank the team at Respawn of crazy, passionate, super talented individuals for going with us on this crazy journey. We changed our genre, we changed our business model, we made our first character-based game, and we changed IPs while we were shipping a AAA shooter. So thank you, I love you guys.
All right, well, congratulations to Respawn. Great to see Apex winning Best Multiplayer Game. Now, this year, TikTok has swept the nation with its hashtag challenges. For the past few weeks, fans have been celebrating gaming on TikTok with over 450 million video views so far. Tonight, you can use the hashtag on TikTok to join the celebration of gaming and esports. Biggest night in the contest, Cheesy C64. He's the guy that won it right there, so congratulations to him. All right, we've got so much more Game Awards coming up. The Gaming on TikTok contest will continue for the next few days. Cheesy C64. The next Twitch poll is open for Best Ongoing Game. You can go vote now, and we'll see who you think is going to take home the Game Award in just a bit. But right now, let's talk about a big PlayStation 4 title that's coming next year from the guys at Sucker Punch. Ghost of Tsushima. You probably saw this teased earlier this week. I am so excited about this game and what Sucker Punch is bringing to life. We have our longest world premiere on the show tonight, as I've been saying, a true cinematic look. Enjoy at Ghost of Tsushima.
Samurai!
The ghost. Some say he died on the beach. Others say he is a storm made of flesh. When the wind thrashes their tents and boats, they know he is coming.
Watchmen! It's you.
Tell him I'm coming.
PlayStation.
The Game Awards Orchestra. Let's give it up for our incredible conductor tonight, Max Arouge of the Game Awards Orchestra. They'll be back later for an incredible montage celebrating our Game of the Year nominees, and Game of the Year will be presented by some very special guests, surprise guests, so stay tuned for that. But right now, we've got another world premiere, a look at Gears Tactics. Check it out.
They came for us. They invaded every part of our world. So, we did the only thing we could. We set the world on fire. Now my war begins against the monster that created these monsters.
Summon the beast! Crush them!
And it's time to go hunting.
Don't go gentle. Bring it, shitheads.
Come see what my newest creation thinks of your little plan.
Just like we planned it.
All right, let's turn back to Twitch. We asked Twitch to predict the winner for the best ongoing game category, and they chose Final Fantasy XIV. We will find out when we present that award in a little bit just who wins. All right, we've also got more game announcements still to go on the way. A performance that's going to rock the house by Green Day, the award for Best Game Direction, and of course, Game of the Year. Right now, here's a world premiere of a brand new game from a team in China. It's a multiplayer melee combat game that you're seeing for the first time. Here is Naraka Blade Point.
Welcome to Magic School. Now that we've covered flying, let's talk about giant angels. Not to be confused with bird people. Bird people are their own thing. Play Magic the Gathering Arena. Download free.
How many years have I waited for this moment? For the one that stood alone against the storm. For the one they called the Warrior of Light. This tragedy, greater even than the seventh umbral calamity, must be undone. If history must be unwritten, let it be unwritten. Become what we must. Become the warrior of darkness.
Oh, my name is Luke and I'm 11 years old. My game's called Let's Be Well and it's made with the Roblox Studio game engine. It starts off all gray. This guy, it says he's depressed. As he plays the obstacle course, he learns about the depression. So this is to get people talking so they don't bottle their feelings up.
I was pregnant with our youngest son, and my late husband got very, very sick. The doctors called it a major depressive episode. His mental illness overtook him by way of suicide, and so we lost him when Luke was 2 years old at the time.
It's kind of hard to explain. Like how my dad died when I was very young. I just wanted to spread a positive message that it's okay to talk about mental illness. I hope I've helped people.
Now, she's a host and producer for IGN. Please welcome Sydney Goodman.
I'm here to present the award for Best Ongoing Game, recognizing that we keep playing our favorite games year after year and acknowledging the teams that keep these massively popular franchises fresh with new content, more experiences, and evolving ways to play. Here are the nominees.
Best Ongoing Game.
And the Game Award for Best Ongoing Game goes to Fortnite.
Wow, this is amazing. Thank you. So like last year, we represent just like the teeniest portion of the now over 1,000 people who work to make Fortnite something that is incredible every single day. And we're just so humbled constantly to have the opportunity to even make something like Fortnite. It's incredible. I think that, as I was saying earlier, right? Like this idea that we need to lean into what a persistent virtual place can be. And the more that we're trying to experiment with stuff and try different things, we're finding more and more that our goal is to try to create a metaverse, to create a place, right? Where where all IP can live together, where all kinds of experiences can happen, where we can create a thing that is totally new, a totally new emergent type of media, really. And we are so inspired by everything you're doing. I'm just blown away by what we see here tonight. It's truly astounding and incredible. Thank you for all the work you do. Thank you for all the people who play Fortnite, who come up to all of us all the time and give us your incredible ideas and your feedback, and we just can't wait to keep making more. I'd be remiss if I didn't take one little personal note to thank my wife, my daughter, my family, my party people. We love you. Thank you so much.
See you guys Saturday.
From the developers who worked on Max Payne, Quantum Break, Armor 3, World of Tanks, and Trivial Pursuit Mobile.
What the fuck?
Client called. Intel is located.
Okay, thanks, Jane.
But the competition is sending their teams.
As expected. Let's get this job done.
There you go. That's 9 to 5, and I'm here with Red Hill Games CEO Matthias. Matthias, great to have you with us. What is 9 to 5? What can we expect?
Thank you, Jeff. Glad to be here. 9 to 5 is a new first-person tactical shooter. It's set in a world where corporations rule everything, and being a mercenary is just another job. Now, a lot of modern shooters can be a little bit chaotic, and that's kind of what makes 9 to 5 special. We really put a lot of focus on the strategic gameplay of the team and playing together and, making your changes in your tactics from round to round. And obviously, all that triumphs over brute force at the end.
All right, well, when can we expect to hear more? Next year, or?
So 2020, we're launching the alpha, but you can actually sign up today at 9to5.game. So go ahead, enjoy, and download.
All right, a little bit of a tease. 9 to 5. All right, thanks very much for being here, Matthias. Appreciate it. All right, we're going to hand out some more awards right now in the category of Esports Game of the Year. The nominees are Counter-Strike Global Offensive, Dota 2, Fortnite, League of Legends, and Overwatch. And the Game Award goes to League of Legends. Congratulations to Riot. For the best VR AR game, those nominees are Asgard's Wrath, Blood and Truth, Beat Saber, No Man's Sky, and Trover Saves the Universe. And the Game Award goes to Beat Saber. Congratulations to Beat Games. For the award for Best Performance, awarded to an individual for voiceover acting, motion, and/or performance capture, the nominees are Ashley Birch for The Outer Worlds, Courtney Hope for Control, Laura Bailey for Gears 5, Mads Mikkelsen for Death Stranding, Matthew Peretta for Control, and Norman Reedus for Death Stranding. And the Game Award goes to Mads Mikkelsen for Death Stranding. Congratulations, Mads. This year, we also added a fan category over the past few days called Player's Voice. And a lot of you around the world voted tournament style to pick your favorite game. This was 100% in control of the fans. And the winner of the fan vote is Fire Emblem Three Houses. Congratulations. All right. Well, throughout the show, you've heard 3 incredible stories about our global gaming citizens, and we're so honored to have them here with us tonight. Please join me in recognizing this year's class of global gaming citizens. Congratulations. Congratulations, guys. Beautiful. A selfie. All right. We're so proud of that program. We intend to continue that year after year. I love telling all these stories of amazing people around the world who I think represent gaming at its best. All right, up next, we've got music from Green Day. Reggie's in the house to present our Indie Game Award. We've got more world premieres, more Game Awards Orchestra, and the big award, Game of the Year, presented by some special guests. Now, the popular action MMORPG Black Desert has only been available for PC and console, but now Black Desert Mobile is available on iOS and Android. You can download it tonight and get a true MMORPG at your fingertips. Check it out.
Let's say you're not the super competitive type and you're more about that eye candy. A Samsung QLED TV has got you covered there too. When it comes to the most eye-popping visuals, HDR is where it's at. Quantum dot technology delivers amazing color fidelity, while full array local dimming allows the brightest and darkest parts of a scene to look their best. Features like these are why Samsung QLED TV was a Best of Innovation honoree for gaming at CES 2019, and they're nominated again for 2020, so keep a lookout.
I didn't think anybody was really going to play this game. We got over 500,000 letters written in the first couple months, which we were not prepared for. Kind Words is a game about writing nice letters to people. All real people, anonymously, online, sharing their worries and making each other feel better. Pushing the definition of games is something that I really get excited about.
WD Black. Fine-tuned for performance. Purpose-built for gaming to play without limits. Storage solutions with the capacity, speed, and reliability to win. WD Black. Drive your game.
We are excited to welcome WD Black to the Game Awards as the official storage sponsor. All of tonight's world premieres have been safely stored on WD Black, and you can get command performance with SSD speed. Check out WDBlack.com for a chance to win a decked-out gaming rig and WD Black products. All right, now I'm very excited to introduce our next performance. One of my passions outside of gaming is live music. Whenever I go to a show, I'm always thinking about who would be perfect here for the Game Awards. And this band has been on my list since the beginning. They've won 5 Grammys. They're members of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They've sold over 85 million albums worldwide. And they've got their own video game announcement, as you're about to find out. Get on your feet, ladies and gentlemen. This is Green Day!
Welcome to paradise. Orchestra brings out at the station. Under the urchins that's erupted on its own. It makes me wonder why I'm still here. For some strange reason it's now feeling like my own. And I'm never gonna go. Welcome to paradise. Get your fucking hands up in the Welcome to paradise.
It's all right. You can come down here and dance if you want to. Come on, man, this is gaming. It's supposed to be free. Free love. Come on, come on out. I dare you.
How about that? Green Day, everybody. The worlds of virtual reality and rock just collided like never before. Beat Saber and Green Day, the collab we've always wanted, and you don't have to wait long. The music pack drops tonight on all platforms. Soon to be able to play 6 of the band's iconic hits and brand new singles from the album Father of All, which is out on February 7th. Thank you so much to Green Day for playing the Game Awards. We have a lot of shows still coming up. Of course, we've got the award for Best Game Direction. We've got Game of the Year. And yes, we've still got some announcements and surprises for you guys at gaming's biggest night. It just gets bigger and bigger, running all around the world. And we've got another world premiere for you to check out right now. Enjoy.
It is an eternal island of legend, a place of unimaginable beauty, and a growing evil, where the forces of death and life are in constant conflict. For centuries, many have come in search of its power. Only to fall to its corruption. By the promise of power and immortality, the darkness will claim you. Do you really want to live forever?
That's New World, and I was just down at Irvine at the studio visiting the devs a couple months ago. Had a great time playing it. It looks really cool, and you can get more info at newworld.com. All right, well, now please welcome to the stage a good friend of the Game Awards. He's been here every year since the first show with a perfect attendance record. Of course, he's the former president of Nintendo of America, a friend to all of us. You can follow him at Twitter, at Reggie. Give it up for Reggie Fils-Aime.
Fils-Aime is in the house. Thank you for that warm welcome. It was just over 16 years ago that I joined this industry as an executive. But truth be told, I've been around as a fan and as a player for so much longer. Like you, I've witnessed the growth of our favorite form of entertainment. And now video games are bigger than the movie industry, bigger than music, bigger than television. But most importantly, video games continue to innovate, not only as entertainment, but also into areas far more profound. Experiences with their foundation in video game technology are being used to help surgeons practice before a difficult procedure and to enable college students to simulate business situations and develop real-world skills. I may no longer be an executive in this industry, but I'll always be an ambassador for video games as a force for good and a force for fun. In this category, Fresh Indie Game, you can see how games are continuing to evolve as entertainment. I think this is the most important award of the night because I believe indie developers are the most important creators in this industry. Why? Because every nominee this year and every year at one time was an indie developer. In the same sense that everyone was once a kid sketching a superhero in the middle of class, or lying in bed at night thinking of worlds and challenges that no one had ever dreamed of before. For my friend Shigeru Miyamoto, those ideas began around the woods near his house in Kyoto. And for my dear departed friend Satoru Iwata, those ideas led him to invent his first video game on a portable calculator while he was still in high school. They both became fixtures in the history of video games, but first, they were dreamers, and they began with their imagination. So like everyone else, at the start, they were true indie developers. Any awards event is, by definition, a look backwards. Who's done something great in the preceding year? But in this category, you can look forward. If you want to see the incubator where future game greatness is evolving, it resides right here in this indie category, recognizing brand new independent studios who released their first game this year. Let's take a look.
Fresh Indie Game, presented by Subway.
All right. And the game award goes to Disco Elysium.
Disco Elysium also wins Best Independent Game. Tonight, they're taking home a total of 4 Game Awards.
So, I'd like to thank all the great people that came before us. Ilya Repin,
Vladimir Mayakovsky, Viktor Tsoi,
and Marx and Engels for providing us the political education. Thank you.
I've been looking back my whole life. Back to my family, my friends.
My son, they say you can't change a person, but a person can change. With time. Change a mind, change a heart. Yeah, that might be good enough for you. But I can change anything.
All right, surprise, there's a second League of Legends announcement tonight. I'm joined by the creative director of Double Stallion Games, Lee Thomas. Lee, why don't you tell us a bit about what we just saw?
Sure. Well, that was quite an experience. So yeah, we're here. It's been an amazing time keeping this secret, but we are working with Riot Forge, making Convergence, a League of Legends story. So what is it? It's a single-player action platformer where you play Echo. Echo is a young inventor who has created a device that can manipulate time. And we're going to send you down into Zorn, into the depths of the sump. And we're going to deliver a rich story experience about the perils and consequences of messing with time. Because even if you mess with it a little bit, you can kind of mess things up.
Huge consequences.
Yeah, huge consequences.
We're not Back to the Future. All right, fantastic. Thanks very much, Lee. Great to have you here. Great announcement. All right, in just a moment, 5 of the nominees for Game of the Year are going to go head-to-head in the Best Game Direction category. We'll see who wins that one, and we've still got some surprises left. The Game Awards will be right back.
Don't know what to put on your wish list this holiday?
There's a whole new way to play games to ask for. Ask for a way to play your favorite games from screen to screen.
Psst, it's Stadia.
Stadia gives you magic zappy fingers so you can turn screens into gaming machines. Stadia is a gift that won't ever stop growing. A gift that doesn't take up any space. The gift of
up to 4K 60 FPS.
A gift that gives you games anywhere, and everywhere, and anywhere, and any everywhere with Wi-Fi. You can even ask yourself for Stadia and give it to yourself. Get the unthinkable, multi-screenable, no downloads, no updates, self-giftable gift of Stadia. One place for all the ways we play.
Nintendo Switch has worlds to explore and adventures to conquer. Find your adventure on Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch Lite.
We heard you may want to quit vaping.
But we can't help you. We can barely hold these protest signs.
But we can tell you about This Is Quitting, an easy text-to-quit service. It's the least...
and most we can do.
Rated T to M.
Heavenly shades of night are falling. It's twilight time. Out of the mist, your voice is calling. 'Tis twilight time. Each day I pray for evening justice together. At last at twilight time.
What's going on, everybody? I'm professional esports host and commentator Golden Boy, and since 2017, Samsung and Xbox have worked together to deliver amazing experiences for all gamers. That's why I teamed up with them to create something special for the fans. the Ultimate FTW Sweepstakes. And I want to give a huge shout out to our winner, Isaiah Yanez, also known as Buddy Roy. You are the winner of the Upgrade FTW Sweepstakes. You won this killer Samsung 75-inch Q70R QLED TV, a Q70 soundbar, an Xbox One X, and 12 months of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. Safe to say that's a lot of nuts. Congrats, and thank you so much for joining us here tonight. Now everyone, let's just enjoy the Game Awards some more.
Thank you, Golden Boy. And now it's time for a world premiere, a re-announcement that I think you'll be excited about.
There was a time when you were heartless, brutal, a monster. And I'm proud of you for changing all that, but I'm here to ask you to be those things once more. For them. For me. Can I count on you? Bigby, can I count on you?
Always.
Now, she's an Emmy-winning writer and an accomplished voice actor. Please welcome Ashley Birch.
Hello, everyone. The best games start with a single person asking a single question. What if? And when that question excites other people, and they start asking what if, it's a snowball of creativity and passion that pushes games to be the best they can possibly be. These are the nominees for the Best Game Direction.
Best Game Direction.
You called me. Here I am.
It's so hard to form connections.
You're up against. Okay, and the winner for Best Game Direction goes to Death Stranding.
Thank you. Thank you so much. 4年前に独立してゼロからのリスタートだったんですけど、またここに戻ってこれて非常に嬉しいです。
It was a start from zero 4 years ago, but I'm very happy to come back to this stage tonight.
で最初から、一緒の船に乗ってくれたソニーさん、それからエンジンを提供してくれたゲリラさん、それから一緒の船に、小さな船でしたけど一緒に覚悟を決めて乗ってくれたキャストの皆さん、それからアーティストの皆さん、コンポーザーの皆さん、そして、一緒に船を漕いでくれた、スタッフ、コジプロのスタッフの皆さんと、サポートしてくれた家族、それから何よりも、この4年間、応援してくれたファンの皆さんに感謝したいと思います。ありがとうございます。
I really want to thank a lot of people started the ship going. Sony started out with us, and also Guerrilla for providing the game engine. And also, it was a small boat, but all the cast came on board. The musicians, the artists, the people who collaborated, thank you so much. And also, the small boat was all the staff came to work together. I would really like to thank them. And also, my family. And best of all, the fans who waited 4 years. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Tadeo. We've got one more award to present, Game of the Year, and we've got some very special surprise guests here to do the honors. Over on Twitter, you guys voted for the Gaming Tweet of the Year. We've got the winning tweet. Check it out, and we'll be right back with Game of the Year.
2019 Gaming Tweet of the Year. Congrats at YT Sunnies. Catch it all on Twitter. Follow at Twitter Gaming.
Against all the evil that hell can conjure, all the wickedness that mankind can produce, we will send unto them only you.
Now, she's an actress and producer. Please welcome Michelle Rodriguez.
How y'all doing today? I'm happy to be here. There's one last game announcement to share with you tonight, and I'm really excited about it. Allow me to present the world premiere of our latest expansion to the Fast and Furious saga.
I'm going to split. It's the only way to keep you both safe.
I think I know someone who can help.
Hustle never stops, I got no brakes.
You ready to ride?
I'm in a high speed chase and can none of y'all catch me. I'm faster than anybody that's running against me. I'ma get what I deserve and I'm coming fast. And I'm
You want revenge. We want justice.
We're gonna jump onto a moving train?
I got you! Jump!
Oh, you gotta be kidding me!
When in doubt, do what I do.
I've seen what you do. That's why I'm kind of terrified.
And I don't need a finish line, I'm in my own lane.
Do you want to stay amateurs? Or take this to the next level?
I'm excited for that one. Can you believe it's been like 18 years, man? From a little article in a newspaper to a movie to a video game. It's pretty cool. I'd like to now introduce a surprise guest and also one of my friends for life, Vin Diesel.
Wait a minute. Do not tempt me. Michelle, we are in our crowd.
I know, man, gamers.
We have been gamers forever, and we are at an award show of our people.
Literally, me and Vin used to just like literally spend all night playing like Tekken fighter games or Street Fighter.
Yeah, this is, it's amazing to see that trailer finally.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you a secret too, I didn't tell you before. Yesterday I saw the 4-minute trailer to Fast 9. It's insane. Back to you guys. I love all of you. Okay, so. Here to pay tribute to all of the nominees for Game of the Year, once again, the Game Awards Orchestra.
And they keep telling me don't lean down. As my daughter would say, Dad, take over your fear. And the Game of the Year award goes to Sekiro.
Tonight, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice also wins Best Action Adventure Game.
Thank you so much. ありがとうございます。すごく驚いてますし、感激してます。
He's very moved.
赤炉、我々としてはですね、新しい挑戦とか、尖った部分を含んだタイトルだったので、作ってる間すごく不安だったんですけれども、こう素晴らしい賞をいただけて、すごく驚いてますし、すごく今興奮してます。
So, Sekiro has a lot of difficult and complex elements that made us a little unsure when it was about to come out, and we were both surprised and overjoyed at the reaction that we saw.
一緒に苦労してくれたフロムソフトのスタッフ、そして素晴らしいサポートをしてくれたアクティビジョンの皆さんと共にですね、喜びを分かち合いたいと思います。
So I'd like to share the joy of receiving this award with the staff at From Software, who pulled out all the stops to make it happen, as well as the team at Activision for their ongoing support throughout.
で、最後にプレイしてくれた多くのユーザーさんに本当に大きな感謝を伝えたいです。皆さんのおかげで我々ゲーム作れてます。また面白いゲーム作るつもりなので、ぜひ期待してください。
And finally, I'd like to give out a huge thank you to our players. We couldn't have done it without you, and it was a huge honor to make. So we will continue to try and make the best games we possibly can.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Congratulations, From Software, Miyazaki-san, Game of the Year for Sekiro. All right, guys, well, that's going to do it for the Game Awards 2019. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you again next December to keep celebrating games. Have a great night. Thank you very much. Good night, everybody.